Gaming back again, and welcome to a brand new video. Today is a vlog. We've got a different kind of vlog today because it's a vlog that I have not got a clue what I'm going to talk about. I'm literally just waffling for how the year's been so far, which you're probably thinking, Jesus, we're a month in, but it's gone quick. And I just thought it'd be a good idea just to have a bit of a sit down and a chat, because I haven't got in front of the camera for a while, so I thought, why not? So I thought I'd start where I pretty much finished last year. So I released a what's coming soon in 2018 trailer at the end of last year, and that's pretty much one of the minimal uploads that I uploaded because I was so ill at Christmas, and obviously seeing family, working as well, getting the time. By the time I was getting home, I was knackered. I couldn't even think about recording a video or uploading a video, or at least having the time to do it. So I did that trailer, and it's pretty much going to plan. It's going well. Apart from this past week where I've been away and super busy, I've got Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter out. Spyro and Crash, unfortunately, I didn't. But we're all back to normal again for this week. But yeah, it's worked really well. And that's obviously down thanks to GbitGaming. He was sharing some tips and thoughts with me about how to plan his videos and what he does as well, which was super helpful. So cheers for that. And yeah, it's going well. So in terms of that trailer, you would have seen that obviously Jak and Daxter releases on a Monday, Ratchet and Clank on a Tuesday, Spyro on a Thursday, and Crash Bandicoot on a Friday. Jak and Daxter, I'm currently about 75% of the way through. There's not much more really for that left. Ratchet and Clank I've just started. Spyro should be finished probably pretty much by March. And Crash Bandicoot I've done really, the Relic Rage for Series 1. I'm literally just going back and just getting as many Platinum Relics as I can. So in terms of the second half of that trailer, I was doing, so what things have I got planned in the future? So from February the 15th to February the 28th, Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters is still going to be hitting the channel. Really looking forward to that coming to you guys because it means so much to me, that game. It's a big part of my childhood and I absolutely loved it. One of the games that my aunt and uncle bought for me for a birthday when I was younger, probably about 2001 now, which is shockingly scary to even think that. But yeah, so that's going to be coming out. Looking forward to sharing that with you guys, so stay tuned for that. Knack Diamond is coming on March 15th, and then Croc Legends of the Gobos will take over from Spyro around April time. There'll probably be a little bit of a gap in between March and April for that, but I've got some other videos planned I'm going to share with you that aren't too long as well. And then also 40 Wings, which is coming at the very end of April. So looking forward to sharing that with you guys as well. So you may have seen a different kind of video that I did, and I called it for my series Challenge Accepted. So me, Poofy Gaming, Change Arcade, Bread of Night, and Stay at Home Gaming, we've obviously been challenging each other on different games. One of them was Slightly Annoying Traffic, so that was the one that I put up. Fantastic game, really fun. We all got involved and it was brilliant, and even the developer got involved as well. So yeah, that was great to see, and that was great to do. Change Arcade recently challenged me to one, which I want to do. I just have not had the chance to do it. So once I've done that, I will be uploading that as well. And yeah, so just some different bits and pieces that I'll be dropping on the channel. Let me know your feedback, if you like them or you don't, if you don't want to see them or you do like seeing them. I think the feedback for those ones in particular is pretty positive, so I'm going to try and do more of them as possible, as much as I possibly can. And yeah, other kind of videos that I've done in the past, Flashback Friday, just little bits of really old retro games. I'm going to bring that back, not for a little while, but I've got a couple of games in the pipeline I'll be doing for that from the PS1, so that'll be going up at some point as well. And yeah, so just stay tuned for other things to come. Now, as I said, one of the things I was questioned about is where's the collection update videos gone? Well, I was going to do them, but I haven't had that much recently, really. Between November and December, I didn't buy myself that much. December to the end of January, I got loads. Only 4 games in total, but I got loads of other stuff as well I want to share with you. So I'm going to share all that with you now. In terms of the webcam itself and why I wasn't doing them is because I just didn't think they were good quality. I did one of them, I don't think I've done any of them actually with a webcam. I think this is my first one. The rest were on my phone and they look dreadful when I look back at them now, but I've left them up in case anyone wants to see what I got. But yeah, even now, so the lighting, audio is not the best. I'm getting there, but I'm not up to this premium lighting yet, green screens and stuff like that. So once we get to that stage, possibly they might be a bit more frequent, but they'll be few and far between for now. But yeah, so that's where it is. Now I do want to add the webcam into some of my videos again, but on a side note, before we do get into the collection of it, if anyone's got any tips for how to get the Logitech to work with an Elgato Game Catcher, let me know below, because for me, they just don't work together. They just don't want to seem to go on a date together. They don't really want to entwine with each other. They hate each other. I'll just go on my video as normal. I'll add an overlay, and as soon as that happens, it just cuts out. It lags. The audio goes. I can't do anything. It doesn't match up. It's dreadful. So that's where we're at the moment with that. Once I can sort that out, I would love to put it back on the videos, because when I did it on my Crash Bandicoot videos, I just think it adds another element of fun to it. So once I can do that and sort that out, that would be brilliant. So yeah, that's where we're at. So anyway, 4 games. 4 games. So I didn't get that many. One of these is actually 48 hours ago. So if I did this video any earlier, I would only had 3 games. But this one, LA Noire, I got this in a collection update on the 360 a little while ago. But I thought it looked really good. My friend got it and he said it was fantastic. So I got that. I'm currently playing that at the moment in a bit of spare time I've got if I'm not working or doing videos or other social stuff. So enjoying playing that. And the other 3 from Christmas. So I got The Witcher because I've heard another lot of good things about that. People have said they've put like over 100 hours into it, which scares me, and I don't even think I'm going to have a spare 100 hours for the rest of this year. So I have to dig into that at some point and see how I get on. But The Witcher 3, should I say. And another one which is quite old, but I still got for Christmas anyway, was Assassin's Creed Syndicate, because it's based in the UK, and I never played it, and I've got quite a lot of Assassin's Creed games by this one, so yeah, I got that one. One thing I will say is Assassin's Creed Origins, which has obviously come out at the end of last year, looks absolutely fantastically, stunningly beautiful, and I really want to get that and play that at some point, but I just haven't got around to it, and I think it's gone back up to like 45 quid at the moment, so when that drops again, expect to see that. And lastly, as a lot of you know, I'm an absolutely massive, and you'll probably find out by the end of this video as well anyway, massive Sonic fanboy. When it comes to Sega, my last video I said, well, what's your favourite retro game? Now, I did say Streets of Rage, and I do love Sonic the Hedgehog, but I just think it would have been an easy answer. So Sonic is amazing, it's always been my favourite, but Streets of Rage was my favourite, I think, because it just got me hooked on games when I first saw that on Mega Drive. But Sonic Forces was the last one I got for Christmas. Now this has been so poorly reviewed, but I don't care, because I'm sick and tired of listening to reviews, as you'll find out in a minute. But Sonic Forces, so I'll play that soon. I haven't played Mania yet, and I know probably Sonic Mania is better than this, but I look forward to playing that anyway. And I need to get Sonic Mania. What I get that on, I don't know, but that's something. So in terms of games, that's pretty much it. The rest are Blu-rays. So I've got loads of Blu-rays, not loads, but quite a few. So I started off with Baby Driver because this was just absolutely fantastic. The soundtrack was great, and it was just an unexpected gem, and there were so many of these last year. So Baby Driver was one I picked up. Next, I got a film that I love, and we all have those series that everybody hates that you love, and for me it's Transformers. So Transformers The Last Knight, obviously not as long as number 4, even though I had to say number 4 was incredibly long, too long, at 2 hours and 45 minutes. But this dropped down to like £7.50, which for a Blu-ray, which is pretty much brand new, was quite good. So yeah, I really liked it. I like all the Transformers films, and I'm looking forward to Bumblebee this year. So I don't know if I was staying in focus or not, probably not, because I just don't have a clue what I'm doing. The next one, King Arthur Legend of the Sword, one that got pretty bad reviews. My friends asked me to go and watch it, and I was like, nah, I don't want to watch it, but I thought, no, I'll give it a try, and I'm so glad I did, because I walked out of it and I was like, do you know what, that deserves a lot more credit than it got, and if you haven't watched it because it did get universally panned, check it out, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's a good film, and I think it's a shame that the sequels have been cancelled, but it was a good film and I really enjoyed watching it. Secondly, again, I keep on repeating myself, if you watch my videos you pretty much know like my tastes when it comes to games and films, but Horror Fan is another one of them. It Follows, I love the actress in this as well, I think she's great. She was in The Guest as well, and I think she was in what was it, Independence Day Resurgence as well. I can't remember her name now. Micah Monroe, fantastic. But she's in this, and this film was really good for horror. I think for me, this is where horror started to get good again. This came out about what, 2012, 2014. 2014, like it was probably one of the best horror films of that year. And since then, we've just had some pretty solid offerings in horror films, in like The Conjuring, Insidious films as well, and stuff like that. So It Follows, if you haven't checked that out, definitely worth a watch. I'm not sure if it's on Netflix. It was on Netflix. I think it's on Amazon now, that you can check it out. Secondly, one that I brought because along with Transformers and King Arthur, it was a fairly newish release and it dropped down in price. And I have to say, I just didn't enjoy this at all. And that was The Mummy. So I do like Tom Cruise as an actor, and I was really looking forward to this film, but it was just boring. I was just so bored from start to end. And I think they were just trying so hard. It reminded me in a way of Avengers Age of Ultron. That's going to be a bit of a bizarre link. But Avengers Age of Ultron spent so long trying to set up other films, it just detracted from the final thing for me, and that's what The Mummy did. They spent so long trying to set up this dark universe that for me, it just took away from the final film. So, yeah, The Mummy. Now finally, my film of last year and now my favourite film. It would have been an absolute travesty not to pick it up on Blu-ray, but that was it. Now, I've touched on this before, just the actors and actresses in this, just the comedy and horror combined, just everything was great. I mean, on the back, I think it says it's a rattling ghost train ride. I won't go that far, but the 4 and 5 stars it's got across the board there, it deserves. Can't wait for Chapter 2. I don't know if I can wait another year, but I've done some thoughts on that before, so go back and check them out. But that film for me was the film of last year. I loved it. Closely followed by Get Out, which I've already got. But it was just great. If you haven't seen it, you have to. You have to see it. You won't be disappointed. I think, again, like It Follows, I think it's just really set the tone now for what horror films are trying to be. Wasn't a massive budget film. Wasn't trying to be bigger than it was. But just the way it was done was fantastic. So yeah, so that's the games on Blu-ray. So moving on to pop vinyl. So I've got 4 this time. So a lot of pop vinyl. I'll start off with the one I got first. So some of them you might have seen. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen one of the ones that I got. But obviously just a basic one. So this is one I got for Christmas. It was just Iron Man. I need to add Iron Man to my collection because I don't know, why not? I've currently got I don't know which ones I've got. I've got Groot, Captain America, Gamora, and Star-Lord so far. And also Carl Mordo from Doctor Strange. So yeah, my sister got me that one. Really, really looking forward to adding this to the collection. And yeah, so Iron Man. Not too much to say on it really. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's Iron Man. Next would be the one you would have seen on my Twitter page. I was just going through social media and this popped up and I was like, why haven't I got this yet? And it's Crash Bandicoot. So Crash Bandicoot pop vinyl. Really looking forward to adding that to the collection as well. There's actually 4 of these. You can get Crash Bandicoot with a jetpack, with a biker outfit, and Neo Cortex as well. So you can see them on the back there, but those are the ones that you can get as well. Next, as I said about being the old fanboy of Sonic, this one was released, I presume it was released in the UK in January, because I ordered it like in December, and it only just came out with the last one I got, but Sonic the Hedgehog. So there's quite a lot of variants of this one. You can get Sonic with a ring, Sonic with an emerald, Shadow with Chaos, Super Sonic, and Dr. Eggman. So those are the ones you can get. But yeah, it would be rude not to have that. I've got pretty much Sonic everything. I really have. Like, the list is endless of things I've got Sonic the Hedgehog based. And finally, I got, it needs no explanation really, but Pennywise. So from It. That was released as well a little while ago. This is the only one from It you can get because on the back, I mean, there's nothing. It's just a cool little artwork on the back there. But yeah, I got Pennywise with a boat, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if you can see the boat in there. I don't know if you can. Yeah, there's the boat. So yeah, Pennywise. So those are the pop vinyls I've got. So I've started to get a few more now. I've got loads. Obviously, I love wrestling, superheroes, horror, and games. So I've got quite a good collection of those now. Also, so that's the usual stuff I'd share with you, but I thought more gaming related stuff that I got. So one of the YouTubers I said in my Q&A video that I really used to like watching before I started a channel was Scottish Duck 17, and he released a video recently about some game guides that he used to have, and he showed them to people. And what I always wanted, which my aunt and uncle had, was this one. So Jack 2 Renegade. The complete official guide. And I know I'm doing this on the channel at the moment and I'm not using it to help me, but it is useful to have. But just like, I picked this up. I mean, it's in immaculate condition, but just like the level of detail in there of all the characters, it helps you with some of the missions as well. So like, and where some of the orbs are, so you can see there the bits in green, or where some of the orbs are that I've been going after. Walkthroughs of the missions. There's a map in there as well. And yeah, just goes through all the acts of the film and where you need to go. Bits and pieces on the enemies in the game as well. So these are another sort of things I've started to collect a bit. I can't remember, I'm sure I've got like the special edition GTA 5 one somewhere, and I think I had one for Vice City Stories, but what I've done with them I don't know. But these are the things I'm going to go through and start getting again. So Jak 2 Renegade strategy guide I got. And then finally, I got some canvases. So these are some things I thought I'd share with you. I'm going to try and get this one. It might be a bit too big for the camera, but Guardians of the Galaxy, so it's a bit big, so I'll just pull that one down. So yeah, just the original poster one, but I got that on canvas for Christmas as well. All things to make this boring wall behind me look more interesting for a start. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And then finally, I'm not ashamed to say, this one brought tears to my eye. I saw my friend before Christmas, and I didn't shed tears, but I thought, wow, like he knows me so well. And I got another canvas, and I just couldn't believe it. So this is another one that I shared on Twitter, but he got me this. So just the original Sonic the Hedgehog canvas, and it's amazing. There's some of the different stances that he has in the game, and yeah, so that was pretty damn awesome. I think he got these from London. I mean, there's a shop in London, I don't know what it is, so I would give a shout out, but I don't honestly know what it's called. I have to ask him. But he got this for me from there. I think he got one of like all the original Pokemon. I think all 151, 152 odd Pokemon starters. He's got them all in like a slightly bigger canvas. But it looks fantastic, and I said that looks amazing. You know how much I love Sonic, and got me this one. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog canvas, fantastic. So those are some of the things I've added to my collection. You're probably thinking, where's the games? I'm going to be getting a lot more games, don't worry about that. I need some more PlayStation 1 games. But that was just today's update, guys. So it's been fantastic. Looking forward to continuing with what we've been doing. Check out Bugs and Taz Time Busters on the 15th of February, Knack Diamond on the 15th of March. And yeah, I'll see you soon for another vlog and another collection update hopefully soon. So, as always, drop me a like, drop me a comment, fire away a question, and subscribe as always. I'll catch you in just a bit.